We just loved him. We have love for him.
It was a movie. We love watching the fucking shit, the same shit.
And then took a nice turn.
That's why I like that song by Denzel Curry, Cloud Cobain. Mm-hmm. Where it was just like a whole thing where it's like, oh, this is an act, I'm just doing it, and he ended up just killing himself, like at a circus.
Mm-hmm. He's a foreman.
Yeah, it's just like a whole thing where like everybody wants to be entertained by a lot of shit. Nobody really cares
about your life fucking up. That's what niggas entertained by. Kurt Cobain, like, nigga, that shit was probably like, they talking about nigga blasting himself. Like, you gotta question everything, my nigga. Like, once you play this game, that's what you... I understand what you said last time. Like, why would you kill Kobe? Why would they do that? You feel me? Like, you gotta understand, like, they're playing the game right now. Once you make a certain amount of money, nigga, like, they know every little thing you're doing. Like, nigga, it's too much bread for one... And influence, they know every little thing you're doing. Like,
Kobe wasn't talking to nobody. Kobe was rich and chilling, coaching basketball, though. That's the only reason why I pushed back on him.
He was sick of basketball, bro. Like... After basketball, he didn't want to fuck with
He was just being a dad.
I guarantee you, that's what he wanted to do.
He was being a dad and doing his NBA. He made his Oscar movie, his short film.
I could go on both.
You see what Dwayne Wade is doing now, bro? That's what they want.
If he was saying shit and like talking to the people more, that's why I believe they killed Michael. That's why I believe they set the nation up to kill.
It's not even about that.
Once you start talking and like saying some real shit, and you have your influence on that platform, then I'm with you.
It's not even that. It's if you're controllable, bro. Kobe probably wasn't controllable. Cause look at Dwayne Wade. As soon as he retired, nigga's sitting next to Shaq right now, commentating on the fucking games and shit. His family life is extremely open and shit. As you can see, like that's what they wanted out of Kobe. But Kobe's not that type of person. He never really was. You feel me? Like, yo, as soon as he was done, I was watching the interviews, bro. Like he was like, yo, I don't really want to think about basketball right now. I just want to think about my family. Like,
yeah.
I bet you the Lakers was hitting this nigga up like, yo, you want to be a coach? Like, what's good, nigga?
For sure.
What's up? Like, come on. Like, Kobe, like, nah, I'm good. But, like, yo, what do you mean, Kobe? Come on.
Let me think.
Kobe, come on, nigga.
Think about
like $50 million. I got this deal. $50 million. Come on. Nah, I'm good. What you mean you good, nigga? Like, come on, Kobe, 20 years. Like, he's the face out type shit.
But think about that though.
That's crazy. Like,
you have a kid
who's
17. He wasn't home her entire life, right? He was out playing basketball, trying to be great, her whole life. Right?
Yeah, we talking about Kobe again.
Yeah, you went there, right? Like you brought it there, like.
We're talking about Illuminati shit, I guess.
I guess.
I'm
thinking like as a retired man.
Do that like
shit. I'm sorry.
No, that's cool. I'm thinking about like as like a retired man. Like if I had the opportunity to be, after being on the road,
right,
all year, every year,
no days
and now
off.
I have my teenage daughter who's about to go to college. Seem like I have one girl who loves everything about me.
I thought she was the only one that played basketball. Gianna.
Yeah, she was.
Gianna was the one that plays basketball. That's what I was talking about.
Yeah.
And she has another daughter.
The other one was actually like
12.
Yeah.
She's 12. Yeah.
There was
like,
an 18-year-old.
And she's something. That's the one who like I don't know.
Oh, she's 5. Okay.
Yeah. She's so like I didn't. So now I have the chance to be home and be a dad and just be with my family. As a retired regular dude, I feel like I would be like, nah, fuck basketball for a while. I'm gonna go be a father.
But these athletes,
that's why I feel like you
look at Dwayne Wade. Wade didn't do that. Like
different.
I feel like
it's
different. It's different, and I feel like the timing was different too because it was like. But it was the day after like LeBron passed his record. Then it was just like
you think
like they met that day. That was the last time we saw Kobe on TV. Was like literally the night before.
I think LeBron would do that.
He wouldn't do that. If LeBron retires, he's gonna be engaged
at all of Bronny's games.
Exactly, because he's engaged.
He's always about being a father. He didn't have a father growing up, so he loves that shit.
That's what I'm saying. But like Kobe wasn't doing none of that.
LeBron's doing that while he's a player.
Exactly.
Like I think like if
he has like personality for it too. You feel me? Like that's the
plus
type of
Kobe
nigga
had younger kids too. He wanted to be home and be a regular ass dad for a little bit, and he had his adventures on the side. And I feel like it's a little.
What I'm saying is there's a lot of big money involved, bro. You feel me? So like if you get somebody on the wrong side, anything can happen. That's all I'm saying. Mm-hmm. And it happened after as soon as a nigga trying to like relax. Now he falls, like it's crazy, bro. Just damn, like fuck helicopter for years.
Yeah.
Fucking with it for years. It's sus, bro. I don't care.
Yeah,
I think the timing was very weird.
It was just weird, my nigga. Right after this nigga beat his fucking record in his home court. I didn't say that last time. In Philadelphia, where the nigga was born. LeBron beat the record. That's sus, nigga. Everything's a coincidence, bro. Fuck out of here. Nah,
I mean,
fuck the universe.
I get it.
Crazy.
That doesn't change.
The night before.
The thing about it is like the scoring thing doesn't change how anyone views Kobe.
Of course not.
No, of course not.
Him getting passed by LeBron doesn't change it.
No.
But I feel like everybody's just like relishing in like oh Kobe's greatness and all this other shit. Because it was weird. He met with him the night of it.
It was just very ritualistic. That's what I'm gonna say on that. You feel me? Like it's just too many things.
Like even though he's not, I get it.
Like,
I'm not.
There are better examples. There are better examples for that.
There's a lot. There
are way better examples than Kobe. I think for the Illuminati getting the nigga. I don't think that's
not the Illuminati.
I would think he's definitely Illuminati. Like I definitely know Dwayne Wade is like a Illuminati guy.
When we say Illuminati. When we say Illuminati, what are you thinking, my nigga?
It's just like a thing. It's like
for what?
Not necessarily like you know it.
You gotta be more specific,
I feel like the Diddy's of the world, the Jay-Z's of the world,
maybe
LeBron's of the world, Dwayne Wade's of the world.
This what the nigga really wants. They tap dancing for the media. They tap dance for the media, bro. Kobe was not.
They're media trained.
That's what I'm saying, and niggas really don't want to do that.
That's not Illuminati, bro. Like no one like.
What's the definition of Illuminati, though, bro? Like that's what I'm saying.
I feel like
what's
it's
the
definition?
upper
class. This is the
upper echelon. Not the 1%, the 0.5% of the world where all the money really is, who control everything. Why do you want a little basketball nigga?
Okay, see, so that's
why. Who's a little basketball?
So you see, that's why.
When you got money like that,
they all have money.
Fuck is a Kobe.
Kobe has so much money.
He's absolutely
right.
right.
Is a Kobe.
Why would I want that?
It's not the Illuminati.
I'm gonna buy your government. I'm gonna buy Jerry Buss. I'm gonna buy the niggas who pay these little rich basketball niggas.
You're right.
That's who I'm gonna get.
But there's levels to this shit.
Go Kobe.
There's levels to this shit.
They're gonna address it down as in the go.
Like I feel like all right.
They're not gonna address it themselves. They don't even know who Kobe probably is.
They've never seen.
They probably don't even know who Kobe is.
You're gonna know his fame.
But it's a lot of factors in this.
They've never talked. They've never exchanged words, but like. If I'm gonna have somebody in my pocket, I'm gonna have the people who own the team, who own ESPN.
Right. But there's lower levels. There's lower levels to this shit. Like I feel like you can have like an Amber Rose kind of like that, or like
for what?
The game.
The bitch took her ass.
It's a thing,
though. Her ass good. That's what you.
It's
we really got to break it
weird. It's like weird shit that goes like super. I get it. I'm not necessarily completely sold on it, but it's like I understand.
There's like an upper crust who control everything, who have all money. That's just facts. Like the Bilderberg group and all that shit.
Yeah.
All that shit, I'm with you on.
Like control the media.
But like when it goes that far down to like this, I'm not.
Do you believe these same people control the media as well? The same people that control the banking industries and shit, do you believe they control the media as well?
Aspects. I'll give you aspects of it.
Like niggas own ABC, NBC, CBS. Like
they all speak from certain biases for sure.
Right, like that's what I'm saying. Like so, like if they're projecting the same shit, and it's like it's just sus, bro.
I think there's more dissension amongst them than
TMZ. Like who owns TMZ? Like you gotta look at the niggas that own all these shits. You feel me? Like
they even know who owns TMZ.
Like all these niggas link up together type shit. That's what I'm saying. All these like
I don't think they always agree. Because think about every rich person you know.
Nigga, if you
they're all mad arrogant, right? Why are they all gonna like come together?
It's a bigger picture.
I think they're gonna like.
Nigga, if you own Chase, if you own Chase and I own Bank of America, like I'm not gonna link with you, nigga.
If I have a chance to rule the world, I don't want to share it.
But there's no way you could rule the world. You gotta split it. So you know, like I'm on the same level as you.
And if I'm a grimy nigga to say fuck everyone else, why wouldn't I say fuck this guy I'm trying to be a business with?
I mean, I'm
gonna step on that nigga eventually.
Rothschilds did it. Like
I feel like I feel like they don't all agree. I don't think they all come. They probably have meetings shit like this.
They do.
But I think there's a section amongst them. That's what I think. I think there's a section amongst them.
You gotta understand, bro. Different languages and cultures and shit. Like they represent each part of the globe. Like these elitists, and they just link up.
If I think my part of the globe is the best, I want to take over your shit. That's how war's at.
Nah, but
I'm better than you for this reason.
Okay.
And I'm gonna feel like that. I feel like I got more money than you, nigga. Fuck you, little $5 trillion million. I got $6 trillion million.
You started this money shit. Like we gonna set up this money shit. These niggas, they had to link up first to set up this money shit.
There was no bank it. Think about it.
But how did that start?
If I'm the richest ever, I'm gonna be the most arrogant.
the banking industry? How did that
I'm not gonna
start?
agree with everyone else.
But
I'm not gonna.
It wasn't
I'm not
arrogant
gonna
in
fuck
the
with a
beginning.
team.
You gonna fuck with a family, right? You gonna fuck with your family,
I wouldn't
right?
make it this either, because like
Bro.
people come with like different
Agendas.
Yeah, exactly. So like not everybody's just based off of
If
just
it's
like.
if it's a group,
I'm not gonna be necessarily arrogant because I have
5%.
money. I can be more arrogant than I am now, but like there's degrees and fucking spectrums.
Think about
and shit,
every
so.
business major who makes it anywhere. There's some cutthroat motherfuckers, right?
Some of them.
You see,
some
you're
of them
thinking
are.
about the rat race niggas.
Some people are
You think about
cutthroat,
niggas
some
thinking
people
about
aren't.
money, bro. These niggas
But
don't
some
think
people
about
make
money.
and
A lot
like,
of people
aren't
at the
shit.
top not want people.
They create money, so they're not arguing about
Some
that,
people
bro.
don't.
They're not competing about that. They competing
Why
about
would
different shit.
if I'm competing to take over
They created money,
mass
bro.
media and everything? Why wouldn't I compete with people around me because I want to have full
But
control?
what they competing on?
If I've been a
Making
boss my
more
whole
money?
life, I want to be a boss of the whole shit.
Bro, nah.
If I'm at that level, I want to be on top.
Some people
Of
don't
course,
care.
you want your
If you're already on
family
top,
to be
then why? Some people don't care about that. Some people don't.
You're already
give a
on
shit to
top.
them.
What's
So
next?
they're
What you gonna
already
do
there.
next? You're already on top.
It's
What's
the
next?
Illuminati, nigga. I don't know. That's next level. Like,
But I'm asking you.
I mean, I seen you throwing
If
up
you had-
diamonds, bro.
If you had all the money in the
Can't
world,
trust
what you gonna do next, bro? If you had all the money
tell
in the
this
world.
other nigga that's looking me in my face like we're on the same level and I'm better than him. That's
okay.
why.
Okay, alright, but
That's why. If I'm
what if
thinking
nobody's
like,
better than you? Like you got all the money in the world right now, and like you.
then why am I in an Illuminati group?
What's the next?
It's
shit
me.
you gonna
I'm
do?
Illuminati. I'm one
protected.
nigga. I'm one entity.
You're protected.
Right, but what you gonna do next though? What's your
All the
next
people
move?
that I'm paying underneath me is protecting me. I don't need that. What's your next move?
What's your next move?
You don't know
I don't
that
know. There's
at
no-
all.
there's
You can
no
have
need.
mad money
What do you
and
mean
mad
there's no
security
need?
and all this other
But-
shit. You can just die.
Nah, but like.
Why
you
does it
gotta
need to
do
be Illuminati,
bread.
though?
It doesn't have to, but I mean that's a real.
Same
I mean, that's what we
organization
call.
name.
That's what we
It's
call
a real
it. But
name.
it probably could be something
It's a real
else.
It's a different.
organization.
That's semantics, though, right there.
Whatever.
That-
Yeah, exactly.
That's semantics.
It's just like whatever you want to.
Why does there need to be an upper crust group?
Cause it's real, bro. Like it was a real organization.
I'm willing to concede that.
It
I'm
was
willing
in
to concede that.
1913. Nigga, Adam Weishaupt, whatever, is a German nigga, and nigga set up a banking industry. And prior to that was the Rothschild. Cause you set up a valid point. If I got all the money, why would I fuck with this nigga? You're absolutely right. Niggas
I
brought
don't
it to the
need you
family.
anymore.
You don't. You gonna bring it to your family though, cause it's a lot. You gonna run the world by
That's what I'm
yourself,
saying.
nigga.
Why not?
How?
If I had this much power, I could put this guy.
Bro, you can't even
this guy
run a
in place, all
business
these guys
by
are
yourself.
celebrities.
You can't run a business by yourself. Mind you, you're gonna run the world by yourself.
Wait. So
So-
now, if I had all these little plans, all the way down to celebrities, like little peon celebrities at that point, because I'm so far high up.
Nigga, they gonna
I
take
have
over
so
you.
many people in my chain
You gotta set
below me.
something-
My tree is
Exactly.
huge.
So what you gonna start it off with your family. So like this, that's what the Rothschilds did. Look it up, bro. It was a Jewish family. Niggas was like, alright, like each of the brothers, they had a bank assumption in each country, and they linked up.
All I'm
Like you have a bank in Scotland, I got a bank in Germany. We gonna
Right.
link up, bro. Like, what's good?
My bank,
They got a bank in
I'm gonna
England,
buy a fucking bank one day because I'm trying to be. I want to have.
but
all
with different countries, different
But that's
rules.
you though.
power.
That's what I'm saying. That's you.
But
That's
all
what these German niggas. I mean,
You
All
can't
of the
get to
Illuminati
greed.
is just pure power and greed and shit, right?
nah, that's not how they started.
What
off.
is this? What does the Illuminati mean to you then?
Like first of
It's
all,
just control. It doesn't have to
Exactly.
be like
It's just
I'm
control.
It doesn't mean that
It's
like I have to have
control.
more
Doesn't she
and
want
more.
supreme control if you've been a
Of
boss
course.
and everything?
Yeah, but
you
nobody
can't do it by
not
yourself.
One person
Not
can have
yeah.
supreme
It's
It could be.
control.
you gotta do it with your family.
Why do I?
It's like Earth. It's an
If
Earth.
I'm a member of
that's
the
like
most
that's like
elite-
yeah. It's
different
like,
languages.
that's like saying like all right.
I
Let's
don't
say
think I'm crazy. If I remember the most elite.
different
group,
resources.
But
I
like
would.
saying,
I
bro,
want to be
There's so
the
many
top nigga.
resources on this earth that niggas don't even
Yup.
know.
I
You feel
agree.
me? Like
Yeah.
the Rock, they
And
just
I can
started a
pay.
banking
And if I'm
industry.
like the most infinitely rich,
You know how long it took them to carve
I'm
Africa,
not-
bro? That took them like centuries to carve
and
up
then that shit
Africa,
pretty,
nigga.
and that shit
Like,
pretty simple. But like nah,
nah, it took
Let's
a
go.
minute to strategize that
Sorry.
and change the history of what we're learning. But
Alright.
that's not what really happened. Like, it's crazy.
alright.
We gonna
But
go
nah,
down
if
that
I'm
rabbit
like this omnipotent, a member of this omnipotent group, right, where
Mhm.
like I have power, influence beyond my wildest imagination,
hole.
right?
Right. And
At
you know
what
what's-
point-
Alright.
And I have another guy who's also at my level.
Right.
We're not gonna.
There's a
just
lot of
two
geniuses
people,
out here, bro.
Just for sure.
different
And
specialties.
with genius becomes certain level of confidence
Okay.
in your views. And if we're both genius, we might not always agree. There's gonna be
course.
some dissension amongst them,
Of
right?
course. Like we disagree amongst things.
We're disagreeing right now, right?
Right, but we
And
need
now-
each other to build this podcast.
For sure.
Like, nigga, I'm gonna do this shit by myself. Like, it's the podcast. I'm late.
Hey, now they're doing that with the world.
You can't.
I don't think they agree on everything.
They have 13
They can't
families.
possibly
It's
agree on
13.
everything.
They don't. But
and I'm sure that some of
that's
them.
how we can
and
win
if
this.
these people, Illuminati members we'll both agree that they can be pretty grimy, right?
But
they do in the world as a whole on our level pretty shitty,
right.
Theoretically, right? What's stopping me, who once I have all this power and influence and all stuff, from looking at a person across the table from me,
right?
Like on any board meeting.
I didn't have one more thing.
Why wouldn't I want more stick?
Because they'll try to kill you off before that even happens.
It's not even that. We think about one more thing, bro.
They'll know, bro. One person.
Bro, they have all the answers. They know the answers. They know everything. Like that's one thing too. The power comes from the knowledge they know. They know shit we don't know.
Right.
So they trying to keep it to themselves and their families to just stay in power. So it's like, nigga, if the knowledge is already spread out, it's a big world, bro. A lot of shit happens.
And
one person
not one person.
Few
people know the truth.
There has to be a group. There has to be people to take care of regions
and
other different
areas. The truth for centuries. The Illuminati's a real name. Like it was from back in the day. It was a different name too. The Knights Templar and shit.
I feel like
all that extra shit.
But some of that becomes a bit of morality, and we're like, morally, I'm not gonna fuck you over because we're a part of this collective. Blah 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 blah. They don't operate with that same morality, right? If I feel like I know better than everyone,
exactly.
Eventually, it's gonna. With power comes corruption, right? Mm-hmm. I'll eventually be corrupt. I'll be like, I'm sure a couple of them will look each other in the face like, he owns China and Indonesia. Fuck this little bitch nigga. I own Russia and America.
Nah, not even. How about this? The nigga that owns Russia and America, they brought them to power though. They put that's a pawn in their eyes. That's their pawn.
So the motherfucker that owns.
But they're not gonna kill him. That's their pawn. They need him. You feel me? Like they can't do everything. You feel me? They just want to chill.
Yeah. At what level does it? At what level? Who does the most powerful person edge to?
We don't know. We don't know that person.
It's like a chess game.
That's what I'm saying. Why would the most powerful person in the world want to even be known? You feel me? It's not. He's not even probably a person. It's probably like some.
Nigga probably wears Skechers and shit. And walks down the street. That nigga's probably mad normal looking.
That nigga's floating right now, bro. That nigga's a fucking entity, bro. Like that nigga.
That nigga's chilling. But all I'm saying is.
Nigga said it was Skechers. Watch some shit happen in Skechers.
Yeah, they gonna pop up on your screen.
Yo, some shit like that happens. Skechers was on something.
Oh my god.
But all I'm saying is, at a certain point, with me at that point, right?
But that's the thing. It's like you have to be in that.
It's a secret society. All you ask is trust. Jay-Z said that.
We're not in that position of power, so we can't really necessarily understand that.
We can't.
You know what I mean? Like. It's different. It's very, very different.
Bro, you own all the gold. We're fucking around with money.
You're giving these rich
I'm not.
You're giving them a lot of credit. Just as a people.
They're more powerful.
We're giving them credit.
They're more powerful.
You're giving them a lot of credit.
They're giving them a whole credit.
They're more powerful than what you would imagine. So it's like. I don't fear them. I just understand, I get it.
These niggas sound
people that control this earth.
They sound like Superman. Like the way you guys talking about.
We giving them a lot of credit.
You give them a lot of credit.
What's your credit score?
I don't know.
My credit score is trash.
You giving them credit, bro. That's all the credit, my nigga. That's what I'm saying. We're killing niggas for money. We're
giving them
fake ass money.
Credit, I'm saying, not like money credit.
Bro, money's not even worth shit, bro.
Yeah.
We're playing their game. They created this money game, paper.
Remember how we just talked about bartering and shit? It's like the same thing.
That's what I'm saying.
We spend our own individual money just to have an experience with each other on 2 different occasions.
They spend all of the theoretical money on the world.
This shit that I need to pay for apartments.
Money don't mean shit to them. That's what I'm trying to tell you, bro. They're not even thinking about the shit that you think about right now. They don't even think about that, bro. They don't think about bills and money shit. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
No, not a bill.
It's the knowledge shit. That's what it is. It's the control shit. They just want to control.
Whatever form of power they exchange amongst each other,
bro.
They have to. Why would I respect you at that certain point if you have nothing to offer me?
Nah, but they have a lot to offer each other. Trust me. That's why they have these organizations.
Do you think one has more to offer than the other?
You have one more than the other?
Is that possible to you?
Nah, I just feel like
because for that to work at that level, they all must consistently all have equal amounts.
It's just it's like parasites. It's just a parasite. Like they're just literally parasites, and that's what it is. Right
I feel like one of the parasites was probably
that's what it is.
Strongest, and like
their virus.
If someone has more than you with any currency in any capacity, you're gonna have a certain type of either fear or uneasy respect.
I'll zoom in on that.
Party foul.
Trash.
So I feel like the person who has more, the person who has less, there will be dissension amongst them. The person who has the most is looking at the person who has the least amount of whatever. I'm not gonna say currency, whatever thing, power,
resources.
whatever
It's all about the resources, bro.
Whoever has more valuable resources amongst
get
them,
raped, and that's what it is from the parasites, my nigga. And then, like, once you get the resources, you get the power, nigga. Like money, power,
whoever
respect,
has the
but it's
most
not money.
power amongst that theoretical group.
It's the resources. Who got to it first?
Yeah.
Who got to the knowledge first? And that's the niggas that's running it. And it wasn't just one nigga. It was families. And they're still running it to this day. There's old ass niggas that passed it down. That's how
I'm trying to say though, like
died.
That got wild knowledge and
That would've
like
been
wild,
weird.
like they doing heart transplants to stay alive. Like
Yeah.
this nigga Rockefeller had 8 heart transplants. Bro, nigga was like 95, 96. Nigga was like a fucking demon.
I was
Man,
talking about fucking
shit's
Calvin
crazy.
Coolidge, but that guy's a fucking weirdo too.
That's what I'm saying. All these
That dude is-
billionaire niggas that made money early
Just
America
die
from
already,
oil.
bro. Like you had like 5 like heart transplants. That's
From-
fucking
yo.
ridiculous. 5.
Stealing it from
5.
random kids,
Yes,
kids'
5.
hearts and shit. Like,
I might not
shit
even have
wild.
one. Probably won't have one. Like,
yeah, odds
literally.
are.
Shit.
That's all I'm saying is
Have
like
a small
whoever
chest.
has the most of whatever resources and the most valuable resources is going to.
Bro, if you the
Just
diamond
want
nigga,
the
if you
most.
got mad diamonds,
Diamonds
I
are
got mad gold. You got mad gold, and I got
Okay.
mad coal or some shit, and you got like mad.
I think
timber.
the
we gonna fuck with
I
each
think
other,
the coal
bro.
nigga's gonna be like, I'm more valuable than you because you're like, because
No.
like your
people gonna
value
need
is
my
pers-
shit soon.
Do you guys
Your
even
value
like
is
diamonds,
perceived.
honestly? Because I just feel
It's
like
not even what
diamonds
you
is-
like; it's what your
it's
people
like-
it's
like.
like, why the fuck is that even that valuable?
It's
Diamonds
not.
are just kind of like, it's whatever.
Diamonds
I don't
are popular.
Is it
If there's a
really that
demand
great,
for
or-
it,
No.
if there's a demand for it, it's always gonna be valuable.
And the demand is
Diamonds are
manufactured by the
great.
companies because the company who's
Oh,
like,
that's
you
so
find-
great.
Oh, so you
find
fuck
them
with
pretty?
that? You agree with
I think
that?
I'm pretty.
Yeah, no,
I
that
think
makes
so.
sense.
Manufactured. That's what
Okay.
But
I'm saying.
I think
Yeah, it's a manufactured
gems
value.
in general are pretty.
So you don't think
it's
this
not really
dollar
just
bills are
diamonds.
manufactured value?
yes.
So no,
It
like
is.
like
So,
stones,
that's what I'm
like
saying.
I agree with that.
spiritual
So these
stones or
niggas that
anything
set
like
this
that.
shit
I
up,
like those
like
too.
that's what they doing, bro. Like all this shit is we have manufactured problems right now, bro.
Yeah.
Like the shit that we think about, they don't think about jealousy shit. Like, oh, if this thing got it, I don't got it. They don't think. I'm telling you, they don't think about none of that. Like they thinking about absolute control. Who's on the same wave? They probably on a different wave. Like they're not even.
I don't think they
type
agree
shit.
with what you say.
Bro, I'm telling you.
Even in unions, niggas don't agree.
Bro, like it's the shit that they probably
I
don't
feel like
even
it's
eat the
a
same
job,
shit.
the
we eat,
dynamic
my
of a
nigga,
job.
That's what I'm
But
saying.
I'm
what?
saying like, all right.
Do you agree with anything your company's ever done?
No, but let's take it to a dynamic that we both understand. So remember when we used to work at Stop and Shop,
Yep.
and we had a division of labor where like you worked a different side than I did, where you worked at the front and I worked in the back, and it's kind of a thing. And then there was like management amongst
Gotcha.
what we worked at, and then there was above that was the actual store managers, and there was like fucking like 3 or 4 of them.
And above that, where's like their managers and so on and so forth.
Yeah,
I get it.
yeah. That,
All right.
That's what I'm saying. There's like a branch for this kind of shit. Like nobody solely ran it. I mean, Carolyn, if you want to say that, whatever. But she ran it with like 2 other people.
Yeah.
She needed that. So
So-
like, to work for different divisions of labor.
Or do
so-
we agree that there's like one sole entity? Like the owner of the organization is at the top. Do we agree about that?
I don't.
It depends on the organization.
I feel like there's not one
It's
sole
a
member.
team.
I feel like it's a small team. I want.
So you're
maybe
saying
a
the
squad.
CEO
A squad.
owns the company.
The CEO,
does not own the
the
company.
Illuminati's like
It's like
general
Wu-Tang. It's like 9
management.
members, nigga. Like it's like one of those kind of things.
Wu-Tang don't always agree with each other.
I mean, of course, but everybody always has beef, but they still work together.
They're
still
not
release
family. They're
albums.
not even literally family.
And they sold a fucking album in 2015
Do you think-
for like $2 million.
Does Ghostface think he's a better
Musk.
rapper than you, God?
Wait, what?
Bro,
Does
First of all-
Ghostface think he's a better rapper than you, God?
This
Yo.
Ghostface, he is. By far.
I don't know.
And if they are a group, right?
Okay.
Okay.
There's a ghost face in Illuminati.
It doesn't matter. He's only doing his own shit. He's not destroying his career.
You know why
it's
it's on another level? First of all, these niggas are interbreeding with each other just to keep this bloodline intact, bro.
And they're all fucking fucked up and retarded. What are you talking about?
No, they're not. I mean, that's what they do. They keeping, bro. This is not me, bro. Just go online and do your research, my nigga. Like, niggas interbreed type shit just to keep the money in the family.
They're gonna develop a lot of health problems and deformities over time.
They do, and they let them niggas go, and niggas that are good, they're chosen ones, I guess. But they keep going type shit. So it's like they on a different level. They don't fall back on some jealousy shit. They're not worried about that. That's regular people. That's the 99%ers.
Do you think
they're not thinking about jealousy?
Do you think that they're better people than we are? Because if a regular,
no, they just know more than we do. They just know they're on something that we don't know. They're holding us.
I think that at their cores, they're still people. They're still humans, right?
I don't know. I can't confirm that.
I mean,
we can't confirm that.
They are obviously.
First of all,
I feel like it's with the influence that they have because they have money, they have influence, they have a lot of shit.
And
like, look at Rihanna. She quit Snapchat. She just said fuck Snapchat. I forgot why, but she said fuck Snapchat. And they lost like millions of fucking subscribers just because she said fuck Snapchat.
I think that was one of the Jenners.
No, that was her. That was her.
Bro, I'm feeling like these niggas.
Definitely Rihanna.
Yeah, but that's power and influence, right?
Yeah.
These niggas aren't thinking the same way we're on. Like, do you know? I got a book in my room right now. I'll bring it out right now.
I don't think that they're more capable than the common man.
Nah. They're using a different part of their brain that we're not.
I don't want to think that another entity is better than me in that.
It's not even that. It's not even better.
That is
they using negative vibes. Like, they don't feel compassion and shit like that. They don't feel love.
So they're all like
they on a different. They using the reptilian part. They're using the reptilian part of their brain. There's a reptilian part of our brain, bro. There is. You can ask the doc. There's 3 parts of our brain. Hold up.
Y'all are just volleyball, like tennis playing all my answers, bro. Like.
I got you.
If they're using more of their brain, does that mean they're better than you?
No, they're not using more. They're using a different part of our brain, bro.
Is that part not better where they could be so cold and calculated?
I mean, probably. I feel like there's humans that I've met and even the experiences I've had that have been compassionless.
I don't know if that's a good trait, bro. It's like
nobody's saying it's a good trait. Nobody said it's a good trait. We're just saying that these are just elements of these people's personalities. I'm not necessarily saying that, this is exactly everything, but I'm just saying, like, there is definitely an upper echelon that definitely governs the way the world works.
I agree.
And there is an agenda.
I don't. My disagreement.
But it's extreme.
This is a stance that I'll hold. I don't think I'm going to be like argued off of this. Is I don't think they are as lockstep in agreement as you guys are letting on.
You're bugging.
I feel like it's
bugging.
It's like a law firm. It's like founding members, like what is it? Bender.
I feel like they are.
Have been running shit forever.
A lot on some shit where they're like, yeah, we're gonna fuck them this way, we're gonna fuck them that way.
Yeah,
but I don't think that every single stance they all share as a collective is agreed upon. That's all.
Bro.
I can't. I can't get there.
There's a subconscious part of our brain and the conscious part. We use the conscious part. They don't use the conscious part. Mm-hmm. They use the reptilian part. We have a reptilian part of the brain. Huh?
Like before that was like Freudian, like with the subconscious and the conscious, but like that's not Freud, the reptilian part.
All right,
but I'm with you.
No, science. I'm gonna go to a science website.
Nah, Freud's not science.
The reptilian part. I can't find the book right now.
That's all right. But nah, I just don't.
That was the part we used. Like, look, that was the part we used when we were like, when they say we were still like evolving type shit, but it's still in our brain. Like, we have the neocortex. Shit.
Yeah, that's like with the
Look, which part of the brain is the reptilian brain? Our reptilian brain includes the main structures found in the reptile brain, the brain stem and the cerebellum. Like when our brain was still developing, it was still like the animalistic part of us, like running. What's that word?
But we evolved. But as soon as we evolved, we passed a lot of things.
Yeah, we passed.
We still have a fucking appendix.
But that was the savage part of us. They tap into that energy. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Used to like break down like wooden shit. That's why we can't. We eat that shit. We develop. I don't know.
Look, we have the limbic part and the reptilian. The limbic is the emotional part.
I feel like I'm not making the most unbelievable stance here. That a
It's
group of
not.
people
It's not
aren't
unbelievable.
I'm not
against.
gonna always agree.
I'm not necessarily on either party, but it's like I get it though.
And there's different.
There's just a lot of fishy shit that just happens in the world where
people
it's
are
like,
different, my nigga.
I agree with that.
People don't
It's
think
like,
how
what-
you think, my nigga.
this is just, like,
That's
kinda
what I'm saying.
weird.
There's weird ass people.
But
out
do you
here.
understand what I'm saying, though?
Yeah.
What are you saying? What are you
Like,
trying to say? Because I'm not
they are
fucking with
all-
it. These niggas is different, my nigga. Like,
For sure, they are all
and they know
different
shit
people-
we don't know. And they manipulating us.
despite being in a group, can have different opinions.
They don't. Nobody said they had different opinions. They have the
I mean,
same opinion. Their goal is control.
I
And
said
that
they had
shit is-
different agendas per se, but like let's say like
And those agendas
wow,
can at
all
times-
right, I'm gonna bring it to like a weird nerdy place. So so it's from like think about Naruto where they had the Akatsuki,
Right.
Yeah.
and it was an organization. And they all their goal was immortality. That was their
Facts.
whole thing. They were all about let's live forever.
Facts.
Let's figure out ways to live
Like the
forever.
Egyptians.
They all were doing different shit, and they didn't necessarily agree with each other, but they were all working for
They
the
had
same
that
cause.
common goal.
Yeah, it was a common
was a
goal.
higher
It's a
power.
collective. Yeah.
And I feel like these
Yeah.
niggas have their own secret religion type shit. They have their own higher power. They have their own goal. Like, what they feeding us is regular people shit, bro. They're not gonna feed us. What do you mean? What? Like, why would they give us the whole truth? Why? If you were that nigga, right? That arrogant nigga, why would you give this new generation the truth?
Yeah, we're
It's gonna
systematically
become-
put into this.
This is
where it's
circle
like,
because,
you
like-
have to work, you have to do this shit.
Exactly.
It's like,
Because if I had,
we've been only trained to do this
if
shit.
I was an arrogant nigga, why would I give the person who might be at the same table with me, but I'm willing to fuck?
No,
with-
he's
I
not
have
the same.
no-
He's far from the table. Remember, it's 5 billion people. You only letting about like 5 people
No,
on that
he's
table.
not at
You're not
table
letting
with me.
everybody on the table.
I'm saying if
Only
I'm that
select few.
person and I'm in a part of a group, right?
Right.
And I feel that I am the most powerful in this group,
Mm.
but we all share various levels of high power. Cool. If I feel that I am the most valuable to this group, why would I then feel like I'm lowering myself? Because that's how a
You
social.
wouldn't feel like that though, because
Why wouldn't I?
you're
groomed them
surrounded with
into
your
it.
family.
It's not over.
They
It's not
groomed
now.
you,
It's-
they groomed each other.
There are
They
members of my
fucked each
family that I
other.
don't fuck with like that.
But they fuck with each other, literally like that. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's regular for you, but it's regular for them, bro. Like the Rothschild is the same
How do you know
bloodline.
that? How do you know
Go
that?
online, bro. Like, yo, it's the 2020,
There's a lot
my
of
nigga.
shit.
It's
I
a
don't
lot
know
of
that how they
information.
know
It's
shit.
facts.
I don't know,
These
man.
are official U.S. facts, bro. Like the Rothschild family, like this is what they believe. Like they own the banking industry. Like just look up one day who owned Chase, who owned these banks. It's all in connected dots. The same niggas that own Chase owns ABC type shit. Like it's gonna be mad random connects. You're like, what the fuck? Like why?
How many?
2.
2 string egg roll.
2 small orders of large fries.
2
Yeah.
2 order large fry, right?
2 small orders of large fries, yeah.
Yeah. 2 large or 2 small?
2 small orders of large
2
fries.
small order large fry.
Yeah, 2 small orders of large
You
fries.
2 large or 2 small?
I want 2 small orders of large fries.
Like this one, 2 small one?
2 small orders of large fries.
Hey, 2 small order fry.
It's actually of like importance and shit. If you have like those really rare fourth world countries that still are tribal-esque and shit, I guess it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But
Bro,
you know.
Why wouldn't
I mean
I?
that they're very rare now. Like where it's like there's no internet and there's nothing at all.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. You're a god to them, bro. Like that's what I'm saying. It's all about the information.
Yeah. And
There's no
perspective.
way.
And no,
Nigga,
it's
I'm
not
a god. I'm a
perspective.
god to the cat right
It's
now.
perspective,
Like, I
bro.
can control his life right now, type shit.
Nigga, I can
Like,
go
if
to
a nigga can
DR.
control your life, type shit. Like, that's like. it's
So
OD.
I can go to DR.
So is the
Sure.
0.5% who run the world?
They want to be like
Are
gods.
they gods?
That's their
They're
goal.
gods.
That's
They're
their
gods
goal.
to us in that sense.
They control
I'm not
everything.
rolling with
I'm not
What do you
saying that
mean,
they
bro?
grant
Nigga,
my wishes and
Nigga,
shit.
they control
whatever.
everything you watch, what you wear, everything, like everything, bro. So they're technically gods. They trying to be gods, nigga. Like, nigga, they trying to create fake foods and shit that look like real food, fake apples that look like nigga. What they try to recreate
Like
nature.
GMOs and shit like that?
Fake animals, and like they try to do all types of shit, cloning. Like what they trying to do? They trying to be like God. Like they trying to see what niggas doing 24/7. Like
Yeah, I'm not on the cloning.
Alexa, that's why niggas got Alexa. They recorded niggas.
They just get so far and like.
Well, no, that's why they have like fucking Facebook, like what is it? Facebook Live. Is that what it's called?
I mean, they have your location right now. You have a cell phone in your pocket.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, no, I mean, Facebook Live is a thing now. So
Yeah.
that and IG Live.
I'm pretty sure
This shit is in the weeds.
our phones are recorded.
I'm not- I don't know if
Well,
I'm-
Snapchat was a thing for a while, so.
And why wouldn't they take you out for having all this information? Why wouldn't they come for you? You're now
Because
you are now working to enlighten me, right? Why wouldn't they take? Why
First of
wouldn't
all,
they
I have
take
no
you out?
influence. Do I have like 20
Yeah.
million
You have an
people
influence
under
over
me?
Doesn't matter.
Do I have 20 million? If I had 20 million, maybe they would consider.
There's 7 billion people
Nigga,
on this planet.
That's one, too. Everybody,
7.5,
there's an
7.5.
awakening going on. That's a fact. That's what they were afraid of, the awakening. Niggas
Right.
is waking up to this shit. You know what they gonna do? They gonna let niggas wake up to it. It's good. Like, it's a game to them. It's a fucking game.
Actually-
But, like, they doubling up on it. Like, they got movies talking about this shit and all that, right? To make us feel like, oh, y'all niggas look stupid and crazy. It's a fucking movie. It's some movie shit.
They
So, like, you gotta understand, like, nigga, they fucking with us on a mental level. Like, this shit is fucking crazy.
to his
man.
point, they B.O.B. released a video, like a series of videos in a day, like years ago, with enlightenment about like things that had to do with conspiracies, government shit, whatever. And
Who thinks the world's flat? I'm discrediting him.
he's more.
Have you ever seen the world?
Oh, here we go.
I don't know if
It could be any shape.
It could be any shape. It could be.
I'm not
oval.
saying it's flat.
It could be an
another shape that
oval.
we
It
don't
could be
know.
an egg shape. I don't know. I don't know, nigga.
You might not know. I mean, like that's another thing. Like, a lot of niggas, and that's like.
That's the point of us living, bro. We gotta we can't just accept everything they feeding us right now. Especially if there's niggas that don't really give a fuck about us at all. Like they really don't.
I mean, I'm not a flat
They
earther.
really think.
I'm not a flat earther, but I could believe in hollow earth if that's the thing.
I mean, I don't know what's
With, like, Agatha and shit, or whatever.
It's good to ask
they lying
questions.
niggas about everything. It's fucking crazy. How they got us even on some? I learned some new. Nah, I don't even go deep in this rabbit hole.
It is a rabbit hole.
It's a rabbit hole. Shit's fucking
It's a rabbit
crazy.
hole.
Like even this African American agenda shit that niggas is pushing, crazy. Scam. Shit's a fucking scam, bro. Like I said, most of these niggas aren't even African American. It's fucking crazy. Like the Disney Pocahontas shit, bullshit. It's all bullshit. That's all I'm saying. It's all bullshit.
Oh, this is what is definitely bullshit.
It's bullshit. Like
Every Disney movie is bullshit.
it is.
And I love
Nightmare
Disney,
Before
though.
Christmas is
I
really.
love
Of course.
Disney, but
Nightmare Before Christmas is the only one I really like. Maybe Aladdin, but that's about it.
Like that
I think
reinforced shit.
Moana was pretty. They
Who?
actually,
Oh, Moana, that's the Hawaiian joint, right?
yeah.
Yeah, my daughter
Yeah.
loves
Yeah.
Moana. I have a Moana doll for her.
I
They
bet she
did a
knows
lot of
subliminal.
research,
I know there
but
was
a lot of people were still mad that white people owned all of it
of what? The
of
movie?
Disney. So they own all of Moana.
Oh, the proceeds.
Well,
it was
Disney owns a
still-
lot of shit actually.
Yeah.
They own like parts of like they have like part ownership in like Starbucks or some shit.
It's really hard to find
Yeah.
something
Like, what the
nowadays
fuck?
that Disney does not own.
Yeah.
It's so difficult.
They're
So
very
it's
powerful. We were. I was talking to him about investing in stock for Disney
Damn.
Plus before it came
How
out.
do you fuck with a stock market if you have these views?
What?
Are you what?
What? What?
We
How
gotta
do
play
you
the
fuck
game.
with a stock market?
What?
If you have these views in the family, you
If
know
you're
why?
so against being on the grid,
Maybe I'm not gonna try to be a part.
You see, you don't understand, bro. Have you ever watched The Matrix, my nigga?
that just blew
You
my
ever seen The
shit.
Matrix, bro?
You gotta see the Matrix.
That's not that crazy.
We have no choice.
Why would
It's
they
either-
put that media out? I'm not rolling with that. Why would they
What,
put the
with
media
what?
out?
With what? The Matrix?
Yeah, why would they put that media out?
Because they knew niggas was waking up to it, and it's predictive programming as well. And that was right before the turn of the century. That was in like 98, 99, right before 2000.
You've had stronger examples than that one. I'm gonna just say that.
What do you mean?
You've had stronger points in the Matrix. I'm sorry.
No, I'm not.
We've
what do
been
you mean?
talking about this shit since 19. All right, the book.
That was right before
1984.
2001, bro.
Do you know the novel 1984?
Oh yeah, with Orville, Robert Orville.
I can't remember.
That was
You were talking about the future and shit.
He was talking about like a society that was kind of closed off. It was kind of like similar to, if you know Fahrenheit 451, if that might be more in scholastic learning.
Yeah.
Or whatever. But both talked about a society where they were like controlling basically the masses with
Controlling the
everything.
masses. The first thing goes
Yeah.
for is the media. They
Yeah. And
Why would I
Fahrenheit
put out-
451, they burned all the books. They burned like every fucking book, and they just put
Yeah.
out knowledge and media, and they were trying to take out all the information.
Right.
In 1984, it was like kind of more where they kind of controlled almost every aspect of your life. Everything was kind of bugged. Even I read a fucking book. in middle school called Among the Hidden, where like it was a society where you couldn't have more than 2 kids, and this family had a third, so this kid was always in the attic. He always stayed home, and everything was bugged, but they didn't know about this attic space, so nothing was bugged there.
And I read one in like 6th grade where like a kid could see color, but like
is it Given? The Given?
The Giver.
The Giver.
Something like this, yeah. And they
That's a book?
It's a book and a movie.
Yeah.
And like he
was like they only get like see color or something.
They killed twins and things like that. Yeah, like there's a lot of media talk about like mass control for sure.
Yeah.
So you don't think they dabbled with that? Like you don't think niggas is curious on top? Like let me see like if this could work in the city. Like if I put this.
I don't think that they would put the correct answer out.
What do you mean? What do you mean correct?
I wouldn't if.
Like
you know you use the Matrix example, right?
Okay.
I wouldn't put a model close to what we're actually doing into the world.
Of course.
As an example.
Of course. But there's
just too. That would be for such a smart organization. That would be a very dumb move.
But people are already suspecting. People have been suspecting this for centuries, for years. They forget and then they accuse again.
People spread information all the time.
Like this happens all the time. They always blame
new,
like
remember?
Exactly. Nothing is new under the sun. Like niggas probably back in the day, like what are y'all niggas doing? What y'all talking about behind the corner? All y'all niggas got the most bread.
That's why there was an invention of like oligarchies and shit, where there's like a fucking kingship and like, I'm in charge and da 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 da.
Our first president.
But they didn't govern it by themselves. There was also a queen, there was princesses and princes, and then there was like fucking nobles and those other people that govern other shit for life. It's not new. The structure just changed. The structure is just different.
Andrew Jackson.
And it's just not as present. Like now we're just like we have other shit.
We just fall back.
Besides that,
I wouldn't.
Andrew Jackson said he was like, "Yo, like don't let these but he said some real shit. He was like, don't let these banking industries like get in power type shit. Like hold this much weight. Don't like that's exactly what we did because they care about money. They're in their best.
But she was talking about Napoleon and shit. They was already popping by that point.
Not in America yet. They didn't have a banking industry in America yet. They had it in England. They were trying to get it in England, and that's how they started the French like Revolutionary War and shit by controlling Napoleon. These niggas. Like, I did the research.
If they have plants in this, if they have plants,
it's all over the world. Level, world domination.
I got you.
So it started in England.
I'm giving that concession up. I agree to that. If they have plants at the level of like celebrity,
who? We mean
the Illuminati has plants at the level of whatever metaphorical group they are, right?
Right.
Why wouldn't they have then had plants in like the founding fathers?
They did. Like George Washington was.
It was already like that. Andrew Jackson's irrelevant.
Not of course, but like this is the thing though. It's separate shit. Like George Washington was a Freemason and shit like that. But now after that war, you gotta take over the money and shit now. You feel me? Like it's one step at a time. That shit don't happen overnight.
Yeah.
So it's like
it's a process.
It's an OD process. Sure. Like they were already in America already, but like they had to take over the banking industry. Like niggas started the Great Depression over that just to do that type shit. So like it's just mad shit. It's mad, bro. Just do it. It's mad shit into it. They started the Great Depression. Right after that, I don't know the details in it, but that made us give our money over.
Might have been employed,
and that started the banking industry, right? Because people lost like the value of the dollar. They didn't trust the dollar anymore.
Then why did the housing crisis that happened just in the past 20 years happen?
Wow. The 2008 shit.
Yeah.
So like
recession.
Yeah, that shit. Like they just brought up the price for the cribs and shit. They couldn't even afford it. Like the mortgage.
They've been popping like for decades. They didn't need to reset everything at that point.
I mean, because there was
they wanted to default these niggas, the niggas that owned the fuck. You know they got like big ass checks after that and shit. Like they got a default check. We didn't get a check after that. They called millions and billions of dollars for that.
My higher power deity like overseer doesn't give a fuck about money. Why do I give a fuck about money?
No, to the bank and like the CEOs and shit like that. They got paid. They got a big paycheck. But that wasn't even nothing serious. That wasn't even in there.
Nigga, if you got $20 in your pocket randomly,
and that was around
anybody, you're not gonna be kind of happy about it.
If you find $5 in
exactly,
and that was Obama time, bro. And look at this. This is when Obama was coming into presidency. The recession was coming. So like that was something for people to ride on.
So on that fucking way,
bro. This shit, like you really think shit happens in chance? Like they really give us the chance and choice to choose shit? Nah, this shit is all a fucking game, bro. Like, just look up the Rothschild history, like how they did shit. Like, they started the banking industry of the world. Like, it sounds crazy.
It's just too.
It sounds
too perfect.
What's too perfect? They fucked up.
There are no.
They fucked up with World War
made
II.
the world before
They
we
fucked
were
up
here.
with World War II, bro. They was really trying to do World War
Doesn't
II
exist.
with Adolf Hitler. Hitler was doing too much.
They made the world
They
before we
fucked
were
up,
here,
like,
bro.
They fucked up a few times.
I'm not rolling
2001.
with Hitler apologistness. I'm not rolling.
Did you
with that.
hear about like? I know you heard like George Bush's grandfather funded the Nazis and shit. Like they even say that shit in movies. Like you heard that, right?
Yeah, I mean.
Okay, so what that means to
We
you, bro?
funded Al Qaeda though.
So what that mean to you?
You found a lot
And
of
ISIS. We created ISIS. So what
Yeah.
that mean to you then, bro? Like
We spend and try to acquire money.
there's no
in
left or
fucking
right
ways.
side. There's no good or bad side. It's all a show for us. Like there's no like they're just doing this to make us
I think that
emotional.
fact's a little more misnomer. I don't know.
This is all for our
I don't think we're
emotions.
budgeting right now.
bullshit and mental, I guess.
It's all a mental game.
Of course it is. Life is a game, literally.
And
It's
then-
like life is like not a game. It's like it kind of is.
How can I control you
Yeah.
without knowing you? If I don't know you and you watch it, how can I control you, bro? Like with your emotions. Feel me? Make you mad, sad, happy. Like they done
Maybe
made me
mad,
sad
sad,
with
happy,
COVID.
or offer me some modicum of power,
And what?
or offer me power, or like take away power from me.
Right,
So
like
whatever modicum of power that I may have,
But like,
maybe more or less of it, that will affect my mood.
that's true.
but it could be
That's
like
weird.
2:30 in the morning and there's like a Wendy's commercial and you're like, I want a fucking burger.
That's true. That's what I'm saying.
It's a
Now,
fucking thing.
And you know
It's
they
like-
make fake
It doesn't
ass
have to be
burgers
anything.
that
It's
don't
like
look like it.
now I want it because like now I see it. I mean, I don't eat that. Shit.
I went
I don't
to
eat that
Three
shit.
or
Like,
four
yeah.
movies based off of that.
Yeah.
Third,
It's like the
Harold
whole thing.
Kumar go to White Castle. After that shit, I had to go to White Castle. It was a classic. I
That's what I
smoked
was
bud,
talking
go to
about.
White
There's
Castle.
like three of those
Like they
things.
really
There's
control
Oh my
how
God.
what we like after you watch some shit, you're gonna eat it. You're gonna want to be like it. Like when I was younger, I wanted to be like, oh, I wanted to be like Kobe. I wanted to be like,
think-
yeah, like whatever that nigga eating, I'm gonna eat that.
But I don't think
You feel
every
me? Like,
successful person who becomes rich is a member of the Illuminati.
no, who said that?
Nobody
I
said
never
that
said
either.
that. I just said
I
that
don't
if
think
you make a
they want-
certain amount of money, there's eyes on you. Nigga, once you make 50
Yeah.
million, 100 million, nigga, your schedule's set.